Alright, the next part, adventure. Superstar, club event. Mm, yeah, something about these two like having like love triangle. It's kind of funny when you're taking a picture. Sparkles. Yeah. I I went to go investigate in the one of the side stories. Her eyes were still open, even though she's supposed to be like um painted or something. I don't think she was dead. Look at those hands, so pretty. Mm. I'm just scrolling through my photos of the game because it's like I don't have enough space in my other ones, so I'm gonna delete photos. This was the club event where you have a feast where you eat and stuff with the main characters, give them drink. Oh yeah, it's like who's who can die longer. Yeah, I won. Oh yeah, Miss Chips. She's like, why must I, a successful businesswoman worth millions, resort to buying potato chips myself? Hi, I'll take a bag of kimchi flavored chips. Actually, make it a case, thanks. And then they're like, nah, we don't have many. You're like, what? You're out? Why don't you have chips for me, a successful businesswoman worth millions? And it's like, what's wrong with your supply chain? Give me the manufacturer's number. I'll buy the plant right now. It's like, yeah, okay, go buy it then, bro. And this is a Clash of Swords. Yeah, that's where one of the anecdotes. I forgot which one. That's where the house where you're supposed to go. It's not even. It's supposed to be an underground club, but it looks like a simple house. See, it's an under bar, and you're like, what? This is a club? Oh yeah, it's the same guy as same place. The anecdote where there's like two guys fighting over one girl. Oh yeah, and I tracked some footprints, and I saw some donuts, so I was like, yeah, I might as well get some donuts while I'm at it. And I drove, and I was like, oh, everyone's here. I Yeah, I'm recording like super late night, early morning, so I can just finish it quickly. It's like, oh yeah, when I found out who the culprit was, like, man, I trusted you. And then when if you say agree, then like there was gonna be like some kind of explosion, and then I think they both they like he dies with the girl or something. If you say no, then the police guy kills the Lawrence guy, the other guy, and then he kills himself as well. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Might as well. Look at that drink. It's so pretty. My character pretty too, but I was like, yeah. And then they shot each other. That's what happened. Like, what? He, yep. And then he shot that guy, and then he make a big my promise to her. I want a great bye, and then like, and then he shot himself. Yeah, that's what happened. Oh, oh yeah, that's the air result. You get like the air. It's like rain. Nope, click by mistake. Jimmy again so pretty. The answer is Johan Chu. Oh, it's Johan Chu. Just kidding. Yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one. Career thing. Billion asset, I'm sure. Basara King is so handsome, yeah, sure. Since I gotta go, like, blah blah. And singing, summoning, seems like tutor Masashi, Toyama's class practice. What's he doing here? I get that. And then this is finally episode 2. I went to go finish. It's like, oh, I'm with the club. I'm on running. It's so pretty. Weapons. I don't even have weapons on mine. The lion. That's curry. Like, what are you gonna do? And it's like, man, it's easy to find. Like, what, isn't there a way around it? It's like, nah, man, we just find people. It's easy. Like, how come you come back all Yakuza? Am I? What do you mean? We're just trying to find people. I mean, if he crossed this, like he can cross this probably. Oh yeah, and then I climbed the towers. Like, wow, this is the highest part of the Hydra buildings. You can see that mountain right there. And I just took pictures everywhere. And I found her purse, but they're like, what? She's gonna stay silent. She didn't even talk to me. They're like, oh. And I got some mask from some guy out there knocking him out. It's like, yeah. Like, what? You look new around here. It's like, whatever man you, who else would have a mask like us? And it's like, yeah, go find the our princess. It's like, alright. And it's like, oh, bro, I'm not here to date your niece. I just want to go home. He's like, yes, you are. I know you're gonna date that girl. It's like, yeah, alright, whatever. And then this the son of a bitch sees her. He's like, you know what? Go get that over there, and give Luminous all the credit. And I'm like, fine, whatever. Freaking. It's all just a duck. They're like, something suspicious. It's just a duck. And he's like, I'll get all the credits. Freak you, Luminous. And then I just like push them both. I'm like, yeah, bro, bitch. Oh yeah, I didn't pay myself. He's like, go home, child. He's like, but I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. It's like, yeah, you gotta go home now. Like, fine, but next time I'm going out more longer. And just keep going, blah 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 blah. That's Johan staying. 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I found the mystery tip in the principal's office. I saw someone. I saw a morning Java students kind of wanted me to see it. I think go back. Yeah, it keeps zooming in by mistake. That was the first one I went to, like a month or something, but I didn't get. After that, I didn't get to do it anymore because my schedule sucks. Alright, and just go to like have fun and like went to go explore Chisuro's home. It's like, oh, yeah, welcome. I have the taste of the emperor noodles. Perfect combination of French, Romans, and Japanese. It's like, what? Street food. Well, that's something cultural to do, but I would suggest to keep going to another place. It's like, hey buddy, you look a lot like me. I mean, when I was younger, and how could you say such heartbreaking words to me? How could you say that my food isn't that good? It's like, it looks suspicious. Or it's like, what? A lot of ingredients. Wow. It's supposed to make you feel like an emperor. Yeah, right. All these years you are the person to understand the real meaning in it. You surely get the charmed mind. How about this if you like please do excuse me. And some ramen, world's #1 ramen is free. So I'll be like, yeah, alright, I'll taste it. And some hooligan right there. And Lumina's like, oh my god, there's an idol here. Oh my, I get it. I'm gonna go here. And listen to her. It's like, oh man, this rice is the best in the world. Like, hello, I'm Misaki. I'm new here, but I try my best. Will you please support me? And I just started the game, so I was like, bro, I don't have money. It's like, nah, I ain't supporting no loli. And then I just sat down next to Caesar, and he's like, you like it here, Sizzler? Yeah, I like it here. And I was like, I think you can choose one of them when you have the like enough healing personality. Because I tried it on my alternate account, and you wouldn't let me choose like both. He's like, oh, this cherry blossom's nice, and I'm like, yeah, man. And it's like it starts talking about his childhood. But I was like, later maybe. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get some barbecue first. And I came back, and I was like, yeah, he feels relaxed going there. And it's like, there's a I used to watch anime, like comics and games, and I'm like, well, it's like, right, I think so too. It's like, wait, you play Japanese games too? I didn't know. I thought you're more like, I don't know, something else, like other things besides Japanese, playing Japanese games. It's like, don't think I had no childhood. Speak up. I did finish Star of the Sea, and I was like, what? Really? Wow. I didn't think Caesar would play those kinds of games. It's like, that's a nice surprise. I know that Senpai said that you didn't have a childhood, but ever since we got to Japan, you haven't been able to drop it. It was a joke, probably. He doesn't forget easily. He's an elephant. Caesar's childhood memories concerning game consoles are as nice as you would have imagined. When I was 12, I wanted to play with my PlayStation 2 more than anything in the world. But my butler, he said butler by a shooter or butler, so I don't know. Their subtitle was kind of wrong. Insisted that I use my time practicing my writing skills instead. But I got found out anyway when he tried to play his games. And then my butler, his tutor, smashed my console right before my eyes and said that he would do it again if he ever caught me playing with one in the future. So I sold a precious painting and bought 2,000 PS2s to play right in front of him. In the end, I got him fired. My new partner made a deal with me and gave me 2 hours of playing time every day. And then Johan is like, that's how you got the right to play games? It's like, Johan Chu would voluntarily talk to me. That's surprising. And it's like, it was a joke. Cesar wanted to play games into his heart's content. Sounds like something worth debating, but Cesar doesn't seem exactly delighted. It's like, but that first night, I suddenly didn't want to play anymore. It's like, why? I realized that it wasn't that I wanted to play the game. I just didn't want to do what my butler told me. It's like, okay, I guess he was rebelling. Freaking teenagers, man. It's like, oh, sorry about that. Why are you sorry? It's like, I wasn't mocking when I said you never had a childhood. I just wanted to talk. I don't want us to be so guarded the whole time. And it's like, oh yeah, all right, okay, they can have that. And it's like, oh, barbecue. And I did some barbecue and got burnt barbecue instead. It wasn't that good. And Caesar saved some girl, and it's like she has a crush on him. It's like, oh, this boy is so pretty, wow. And then we tried her takoyaki's octopus food thingy, and then she said, and he was like, oh, I want to go to France and sell some sunscreen on a famous nude beach. I don't know why he want to sell sunscreen at a nude beach. He want to look at the sexy girls. Like, don't want to give up. No Hydra exists to maintain the. He's like, I gotta do my freaking leader work though, so I can't go to France and sell sunscreen. It's like, why don't you go like have a vacation or something first? And it's like, after our mission, I'm gonna go all out drinking. It's like, no worries, we won't die. It's like Chet Blaze. You know her name? It's like, man. It's like, it's on the house. I hope to see you again soon. So she's like, oh, I want to see this handsome boy again. So it's like, I'll give their food for free. But she showed me around. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, man, we friends now. It's like, what? You can come to my wedding. He's like, oh, I'm gonna invite you to all my weddings, 100 weddings with Nono. It's like, yeah, alright, bro. Like, wait, really? One? All of a sudden now I have to go to 100 weddings. And being a friends with this lunatic feels so cheap, but I guess it's not bad once in a while. It's like, yeah, alright. And then it's yeah, it's Aries diary or something. It's like, oh, Kryson is my character's name. It's like, look at me with respect, because I threw out the. It's like, oh, Kryson has games. It's like, yeah, alright. And this is Caesar's diary or something. And I want to cook this up, all done, blah blah. I got the outfit and some. He's like, bro, it's almost 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna go really quick. It's like, oh, I went to my club leader's house, and I was like, oh, we're gonna break your sofa by sitting here and watching your TV. And this guy's like, oh, you want to change your weapon design? It's for free, and also it won't affect the performance of your weapons. It's like, yeah, alright, you can get you just show them. It's like, oh, it's great, isn't it? And he gave me those free designs. And it's like makes it's like, oh, people who make promises can't be trusted because people only keep their words when you're still useful to them. And it's like, yeah, alright, kind of not right, not kind of not wrong either. And I went to talk to Colby. It's like, congrats on becoming an adult, Colbs. And, and I want to go sing some club party. It's like, oh yeah, get all that poses. Oh, so cute. Yeah, oh yeah. And Caesar and Nono like partying somewhere. And that was it. I finished.